This is a tech tutorial on Stretansky Concert Hall. When you first come into the hall, there are light buttons to illuminate the hall on either side of the auditorium in the back. If you feel around the wall, you can find the switch and you'll be pressing the top button. In the back of the hall on the audience right side, there is a table with our soundboard, microphones, and a touch panel for the auditorium. The touch panel is the control for lighting and the master sound for the auditorium. When you touch the panel, you'll first see kind of a Welcome to Susquehanna logo. If you touch it again, it will power up the system, and you'll finally come to this screen. There are controls for sound on the extreme left and right sides of the screen, and at the bottom you'll see a control for the screen and a lighting control. All their presets are here on the lighting control, and if you scroll through them, not during an event, if you scroll through them, you'll find different lighting presets for the hall. Over on the left-hand side, there is speech volume. This is the volume for the middle speaker at the top of the truss for the PA system. Turning this up and down is going to make the podium mic louder or softer, and we'll get to more of that later. Over on the right side, there is program volume. Turning this up and down is turning the master PA system up and down. The soundboard has different inputs that we can use in the stage boxes, which we can get to more detail with that later. In order to hear sound in the auditorium, you're going to have to turn up these two faders, and I would turn them up to 0 or 3/4 of the way up where it's marked 0. There is a master volume here for speech volume. This sends the volume out of the main speaker, and it is also basically the master in conjunction with that main program volume on the left-hand side of the screen. We try to keep at least one wireless handheld system in Isaac's, and this system here is again a PG system like Isaac's with 2 handheld microphones. In the booth in Stretansky Hall, you'll see a large rack. In that rack, there's a sign that says, "Do not turn anything off in the rack." I guarantee you that these amplifiers in the bottom of the rack will probably be turned off, and you're not going to hear any sound out of the PA system. Once you have the system on with a touch panel, and you're not hearing any microphone or playback, you need to go into the booth and turn the switch on all the amplifiers, and you'll see the lights light up and a blue light turn on each amplifier. On the stage there's a podium. It's on wheels. We have a podium microphone on the podium microphone, and there's also a VGA cable. You need to manually connect the VGA cable into the floor box in order for the computer to show up on the screen. There are 3 floor boxes, and we usually set the podium on stage left. That's the side of the stage when you're looking at the audience. Inside of that stage box, you're going to find a number of different connections. There are microphone connections, there's a network internet connection, there are VGA connections, and there are monitor connections. There are several that we do not use. This one is an important one. It is the podium mic connection. If you connect the podium microphone cable into this connection and the system is on and the amplifiers are on, you should be able to hear the podium mic without even touching the soundboard. Again, a close-up of the microphone connections and the network connection. Here's a close-up of the VGA connections. There is a multi-pin cable with BNC connectors. Each BNC connector needs to be put on each color-coded connection. There are red, green, blue, white or gray, and a black wire that need to be pushed on and turned clockwise in order to lock onto these connections. Over on the right-hand side, if we're going to use a monitor on the stage, these are the speaker outputs that we can use for monitors. This is a close-up of the wiring harness. You're going to be plugging power into the box, and here are the VGA connections. Here's the podium mic plugged into the podium mic connector. Here are the VGA cables plugged in to the VGA connectors. Here's a network connection. That's it for the basic tech of Stretansky Hall. Thanks for watching.